Okay, so video little snapshot number 2. I'm going to do side rows today, and I'm going to add in a variation. So side rows is a good exercise for the lower back, pelvis, and for the hip joint. And we're going to do them on spiky balls. They are going to be on your sacrum. So remember, your sacrum is at the bottom of your spine. So this is my spine coming down onto my pelvis. This is my sacrum here, and then you place spiky ball on either side of your sacrum. So round about there, not here. So a lot of our work sometimes ends up on the bum. We want it on the sacrum, so either side there. So that is where you're going to place it. So lie yourselves on your mat. Head cushions if you have them. And then 2 spiky balls on either side of your sacrum. And your arms are out to the side, palms facing the ceiling. Feet are together, knees are together. You breathe in, and as you breathe out, slowly roll your knees to the right. Feet end up stacked on top of each other. Breathe in, come back to the center. Breathe out, slowly move your feet, your knees to the left. Breathe in, back to the center. You're doing 8 of those. So 8 repetitions, 4 each side. Being mindful as to what your shoulders are doing. Yeah, so opposite shoulder in particular. So as you go to the right, think about the left shoulder. Does it come off the floor? Can you plant it on the floor? Breathe in, back to the center. Remember, your arms are slightly lower than shoulder width apart. That's lower than your shoulders. Palms facing the ceiling. And it is a slow and controlled movement. And you are rolling over the spiky balls. Still got a little bit of contact with them, but clearly you're pushing your weight from one side to the other. Okay? When you've done 8 of those, you then take your feet shoulder width apart, and your arms are still out to the side, palms slightly lower than your shoulders, and hands slightly lower than your shoulders, palms facing the ceiling. And now this is an exercise where we're just going to move our thighs in our hip socket, okay? So you want to keep the pelvis still as you do this. So breathe in and out, and your thighs go to the right. Breathe in, come back to the center. Breathe out, thighs to the left. Breathe in, back to the center. So the pelvis isn't moving, so you can have your hands on your pelvis and move back to the center, and then move back to the center. You're going to do 8 repetitions of those. So imagining that your thighs are windscreen wipers, and they're moving from side to side in that hip joint. So think of bones moving and nothing else. The pelvis stays still, shoulders. And when you've done 8 of them, spine curl yourself off your spiky ball, roll yourself down, and that should feel really quite nice after you've done that exercise. So that is side, what you call it, I forgot what those exercises called, side bend. So 2 variations, one with your feet together, and then one with your feet shoulder width apart, spiky balls underneath your sacrum for both of them. Enjoy!